What is up, everybody? This is your host Subset, and welcome back to another video. And in this video, I'm going to be comparing the two different streaming things. So there's Stream Beta and then there's Stream Classic. So as you can see, this here is the Studio Beta. Now this is just for YouTube, by the way. I have had a reasonable amount of experience going on YouTube. Live streamed 200 hours in the last month or so. But again, how long you stream doesn't make any difference. Anyway, currently I have 5 or 6 streams going currently live, and I'm going to be comparing the two and heading on the positive notes of them and the negative notes of them. Now I haven't actually, well, more so the positive, and then what the other one has is positive, the other one doesn't, is missing. Now I will be just looking at the different features and going through some of them and saying that. Now I haven't like completely organized exactly how I'm going to do this video, but I'll figure it out. I know the information I want to portray, and I hope it's going to be interesting to you. I'm not sure when they're going to get rid of the classic version. Anyway, let's just jump straight into it. So this here is what the beta looks like, and this one over here is what the classic looks like. Now, I'm not sure what most of you will be used to, up until, like, I don't know how long the beta's been out, maybe a few months now, but originally this was the only screen you'd see. Now, my situation is a bit strange compared to yours, because I have 6 concurrent live streams going, so that kind of changes things, but I'm not going to focus on that. I'm just going to focus on the thing itself and show you and compare the different two. What I like about the beta, what I don't like about the beta, what I liked about the classic, and what I don't like about the classic. Or more so, not what I don't like, but just what one of them has that the other one doesn't. So this here, folks, is the classic. This is what you've all been used to. So I have this stream here, going for 58 days now, so quite some time. Anyway, as you come down here, I'll just give it a cheeky refresh. Now this here is accessible. If you open up a new tab, you click on the cheeky, this one right here, and so it comes up with your dashboard. And then if you go to the classic studio here, then it will take you there. So if you press here, then it comes down here, and then you click on live streaming. Now if you come up here and click this, and then you click go live, it will by default take you to the beta studio, like this right here. You can then go and take the sneaky way out by clicking in the bottom right corner, classic live streaming, right there. Or you can just come over here and on the dashboard click live streaming. Now I've got a lot of extra stuff like vidIQ stuff showing up, so don't mind that. So this here is the screen that it brings you to. Now there's a few different features that you're probably aware of. So it has your stream health, and it shows whether it's healthy or not, and it has the 3 different levels, or the no received data is also a level, and then it has, you know, how long the stream's been going. Or normally when you come, it hasn't, because you're starting the fresh stream, so it's new. Then the watching and whatnot, currently no one's watching this, and I'll put that on pause right there. Now the basic info, you've got your title, your description, and whatnot. That's pretty standard. You've got the category and your privacy, so if it's public stream, if it's, yeah, so and so on. And then you can click on the stream options. Now enabling DVR allows for 12 hours, people to view it 12 hours in, up to 12 hours back in time, and then you can make it an unlisted archive rather than a public archive. I've got it set so it automatically does the public, and then the stream options, the optimizations, these are the same for all of them. So you've got the normal latency, best latency, lowest latency, and ultra low latency. Now this one's low latency. Some of mine I have on normal latency. I prefer it when it's high quality, without and less no buffering rather than immediate interaction with the chat. Then you have monetization, and you can click all that, and then cards. You can add cheeky wee polls in here like so. I've got a poll right here, and not many people answered, but that's a poll. So that's that. Now if we come over here, you can also answer a ton of the settings, but now to do that, if we come down here, you're on the basic, you click on advanced settings, and it opens another page kind of thing. To all this thing here. So this here is like a separate kind of page, and this here is basically what you get when you do a video, all these kind of settings. So recording date, video language, all that kind of stuff. You can enable slow mode, which, and then you can have limits of how often people can post messages. Or you could have only messages can send members, but most people wouldn't use that. Yeah. Okay, so these here are all the different settings for it, and then you've got all these other things. Okay, but lots of them are set in stone. Like for example, you can't, yeah, when you've started the stream, you can't then change it from low latency to ultra low latency. It's like that's set in stone. So that's just sort of a briefing of how it kind of works, and the server URL and the stream key, which I'm not going to show you, but that there is what I'm using to stream it. So there is that one there. Okay, now one thing that I find is really helpful with this old one, and of course you've got all the checklists as to things you can do, but most of that, yeah, once you figure that out, you sort of know how to do it anyway. Through here you can click here and you can click the participants, which is really awesome. One thing that I do really like that the new one doesn't have, if we click on this one here, there's last to leave the live stream because people are actually chatting in this one, unlike my other ones. Another way to visit to see what videos you have, the stream's going if you have more than one, or just to check if it is going. You can click this here on click on the dashboard, and then if you click videos. And then if you come over here and click live, it will then have a list of them. So, for example, these here will be mine that come up. So these here are them. And you see these are some of my past ones. I've streamed a lot of Rush Wars, a bit of Mario Kart and whatnot. So these are the 6 I currently have going, and those 3 aren't, well, under review. Anyway, so we've got all these right here. It shows like whether they're public or not, whether the monetization's on or not. And then it has like the date you started them, the views, live views, comments, likes, and don't worry if they get some dislikes. Even if you have like the exact content it says, and you still get dislikes. So that's that there. Okay, so that's that, and now we'll come back to this right here. So this here, if we go to the stream now, right, and then this is one of my other favorite features about the current one. So there's 2 things. So if we click on last to leave the live stream again, right, it then comes up. It only shows you 3, which is kind of annoying. But it shows you can't press stop streaming from here and whatnot. Shows you total view time hours, the average live view duration, 12 minutes and 5 seconds, and how many the maximum it ever had was. I think that's in the last 24 hours. So that, yeah, it is. It was 11 in the last. Wait, yes. There we go. So there we go. We'll come over here. And then you got manage again, insert ads in that if you want, and here's the chat right here. Now, one of the things that I really love about the old one is if there's a player, for example, and they say, I have 500,000 subs or whatnot, just to check if they're genuine or legit, if you click on them like this, you can press go to channel. Now, this is a feature exclusive to the Classic Studio, which is a super helpful feature. So if you click go to channel, it then takes you to their channel, and you can sort of see if they are indeed the 500,000 YouTuber they claim to be. So, no, not that player did I was just using them as an example. Whereas if you go on the other current one, see this one here, they've removed the option of go to channel, which is a real pain. So every time I need to check someone, I have to click this, and then I have to do this, and then go to that, and then start up a separate tab, just so then on the old one, I can do it like this, and then go to channel like so, which is a bit of a pain, but you can do it that way, but it's handy if you can just do it directly from the live dashboard. So that's one thing that I really like about the Classic. Okay, there we go. So we'll come back to the Classic. Now, another thing that I really like about the Classic is, and also then if you have it on play, it counts you as a viewer. So I always put it on pause when I'm chatting. Although sometimes when I'm actually doing a gaming live stream, I have it to just see if it's lagging or whatnot. So that's one really cool thing about it. Now, another thing I really like about this one here is this analytics thing they have. So, for example, if we click on here, yeah, you saw that. If you click on analytics, this here is so super helpful. Now, for example, it shows the share of pixels in that they are in different ones, which I think is really helpful because I didn't realize so many people don't view it in maximum quality. I always assumed everyone, most people would view it in maximum quality. Learned that actually a lot don't. So then I think, well, actually, maybe these other things I'd focus on more. Maybe I don't need to stream it at 1080 pixels because not that many people actually watch it at 1080p. A lot do at 720 at least. I think 720 is my maximum option. Also, another thing that you can do, if you didn't already know, you can click this here, and if you right-click, then you can click Stats for Nerds, and it shows you this stuff here, which is really, really helpful. So you can see, like, the buffer health and stuff like that. I always like to look at the live latency one and see how that's doing. So currently, it's 25 seconds. So what is actually being, if I am talking on the stream, when I say something like, la, then it will come through the live latency. They'll hear that 24.8 seconds later, so it has that little delay. Some people you can stream with as low as 5 or even lower potentially, but I think I've got mine. I'm not sure if that one's on normal, the setting for that one. Anyway, then you can check the errors in that, and it failed to. Doesn't even say what it failed to. Anyway, that's I don't normally look at that. But one thing I really do love, which the new one hasn't got, is if you click on the average view duration, it shows the average view duration. And you can see a live graph of exactly how long people have been here. Whereas if you click on this, there's no such feature exists. You've got the chat rate, you've got the playbacks. It's cool to have stuff like the chat rate and the playbacks. That's helpful, as well as the concurrent view is also very helpful. But I really would love that graph, because that graph's really, really interesting to see. Okay, what's the time? When are people stopping? When are people like, oh, I've had enough, and dropping off? This one's really weird. This is a really weird one in terms of how it actually looks. But most gaming streams are sort of fairly consistent. It's sort of sometimes you see a little bit up in it. But yeah, yeah. With my gaming streams, I normally have 3 to 5 minutes average view duration. But this graph here sadly isn't on it. Another thing which I really like about the old one is you can see the exact minutes. See, if you look on that, it says like total, and you can see, oh look, it's 2 minutes and 30. You know, 2:32 a.m. That's New Zealand Standard Time. There's exactly so you see the exact time of date for the thing, which you can come along here and you can see the exact time, which I really like. And you can see like exact moments, like oh when did we hit like exactly this many views, or what caused that peak that started right there. Oh yeah, it started exact time, and you can see all that. Whereas if you come over to this one here, you can't. Yeah, it just shows 7 or 6 or 8. You can't see the exact time, which is a kind of a pain. See, it's like 3 hours. It's like I don't know. Like is this 5 a.m., 4 a.m., 4:50 a.m.? You can't tell that. So that's another thing that I think would be really helpful if they transferred that across. Okay, so that's another thing. I've got so many tabs now. So and then of course you have the chat rate, which isn't that high, but well it depends. On gaming streams it normally is. Okay, there we go. So we got that and that the other different the different stats right there. And then you've got all this stuff here, the influence settings, and you can sort of then edit that like so. It's kind of weird how you can edit it like that. I don't know, it's just like it's not all on one page. Then advanced settings, and then you've got all that monetization, and then it's those similar settings. So it's treated like a video in a sense. And if you press on cards, then you can add them also in like a video. But you don't have to add them this way. You can. There's other ways to do it. Then you click on live control room. It will take you to this this thing here, which is indeed where you can see all the stats. Right, like so. Okay, so that's that, and then we come back to here. So this here is that's the classic one, and right. Okay, I have my list somewhere. Of different things. So you cover the channel. That's something a big oof for the new one. That the old one was great at. You can't see the average view duration, which I loved. Also, I just sort of why I listed the things that I was missing because I noticed they were missing because I used to use the old one and I'm like, oh man, that's a real pain. And you can't see the precise times of covering the graphs. I didn't even spell these words right. And add an average chart per minute overall for the stream. Oh yeah. So that meaning the average minute overall. For example, this here average watch time. This is in the last 24 hours. So it'd be really cool to see one overall. So like ever since it started, what would that be? That's what I thought would be really cool for both of them. Neither of them have that, as well as regular last minute chat. So yeah, the chat rate, an overall chat rate one as well, rather than just like the last minute. It would be cool to have like overall just to get a better gauge on that, and show seconds even for streams. Yes, so for example, that's another thing with this one here. It only shows, for example, 8 days, 24 hours and 16 minutes. That's all it shows. That's done. It just shows that, and it's like, nope, we're done. Okay, there we go. If you come back to this one here, it shows the exact amount of seconds. You see, it's ticking. Shows you exactly when you started, and I like it, even though it's not a big thing, but it'd just be cool if you could see the exact seconds as well. So this one is a pain because you only see the last 3. Now, this stream here was the first one I set up. I actually set it up through this stream here, the Ninja Live follow account, through the old one, and then I realized that it didn't let me set up new ones, that I had to use the new control room if you wanted to do more than one. So that's why I ended up using that. Okay, so that there is then this one here. I do really like this one. At first I was like, oh, I don't want to use the new one. It was so weird. It was like 2 months ago. I'm like, I'm never going to use a new one. But then I sort of started using it a little bit to get used to it, and now I'm like completely 100% fine. It's weird to even think that I used to use the old one. But I do love the old, at the moment, if you had to stick with, oh no, I don't know. The old one is really awesome. Okay, so that's that one there. And we exit that one right there. It's got all that stats right there, which the other one just isn't so good for stats, especially these graphs here. Well, it's got some of them, but the hover, the exact time, and the average view duration graph, I really like that. So I hope they add that. It's a big thing for me. Okay, and also another thing, if you go to this here, so for example, if we, let's just go back, right? So we'll press back. If you go to, for example, like this, it doesn't even always show them all. So if you click go live, right, it will take you default to the ones you currently got, which is cool. But see, I've currently got 6 going, like so, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it only shows 5. It normally misses out one on showing you. First you're like, oh no, one of them stopped, but actually it normally hasn't. And you can scroll through them accordingly. Now I do love this. Here's what I do love about the studio beta streaming. You can see all of that stuff just right off the bat. So you can see just an overview. It shows you exactly, the monetization status, the live viewer. All of them have none except for the final one. Visibility, that you can see the all public, and you can change that from here. And yeah, you can turn that off. would, yeah, like so. And then, of course, you can click on the options. If you're on YouTube, edit title and description of that. There's wee things like that. But then from here, you can think, which one do I want to look at? So, for example, if we wanted to go to this one here, we can click on it, and then we can maybe part of it. And also there's a glitch that shows that you got new members, but that counts it based on other members you got during that stream time, not actually on that stream. And then of course you can click on the analytics and whatnot here. So let's have a look at the analytics on this one. So and the stream setting. Now this here is what I really do like about the new one. So for example, the stream settings has the auto generator key. Now this is something I really love, really like, how you can have, if you regularly do streams, you can use a template. It saves a template for you, and you keep using that template with that same stream name and the stream encoder, which is really helpful. Also, all the other settings are the same. You can switch off and on DVR, which is you can watch back 12 hours. But yeah, this here and every time, I'll show you an example of me doing it. Then of course you have the analytics, which is the same. Oh wow! I see we have a few people view, so like 29 people in the last 48 hours. 24 hours, and then the stream health, which is sort of the same kind of thing. Anyway, let me show you how we start a new one. So this here is the default script. No, back one more, please. Okay, there we go. Oh, so why is it not doing that? Okay, there we go. Okay, I think that's a glitch. Anyway, we'll refresh that, and then I'll show you how you can start it and how I can use the templates to create my old ones, which is another thing that I do indeed love. So, this here is a screen. Now, if you want to edit or look at those ones there, you can, and you can interact on the stream with them, like the live control thing. But if let's say we want to create, I never use the webcam, by the way. If you want to create a new one, so you press on stream. Now, this here, you have the option to create a brand new stream of something you've never done. But if you want to use a template of something you have done in the past, you can be like, oh, look, my next stream is going to be a Mario Kart tour. Oh, look, we have a template from the one we streamed just yesterday. So you can click on that, and this is something I really do love, because you don't have to reset it up each time, which is super duper helpful. I think there was an option or something of the sort on the old one. Well, I think that was only if you had one type. So there we go. If we copy and create. So this here is going to be my next stream. I'm going to be live in a few hours. Okay, there we go. So we'll click this here. Although by the time I release this video, it will have been live in the past. So copy and create. And this here is a really helpful feature that they've got in there. So there we go. It comes up with all this stuff. You can choose the schedule for later and choose exactly when you want to start it. See, this here is exactly how I streamed it last time, with that description, that title, that setting of whether it's public, you know, that category, and so it's got all the same settings, that thumbnail and everything. So for example, this one here, I'm going to be streaming today. Oh, why has it got, there we go. I'm going to be streaming the 30th at, let's say, I'm going to go with 7 p.m. approximately when I'll go live. So click here. I might do it earlier, and then we press next, and you can still change all these settings. So we press next, and now this here is created as an event. So this here is a sort of a thing that people, I never used to understand events, but now I do. And this here is really awesome. So now we've got this here, and now we've got the stream key. So we can copy that stream key, which is the same as the one I used yesterday, although I streamed Mario Kart, and then for like an hour and a half or so, and then I did a Rush Hour stream for 2 hours, 2 different games. And then anyway, I'm going to go back, but I could copy this. And this is the same one I'll use every time I stream Mario Kart Tour if I want to use the stream plate, which I do. And then I can copy that, and then I can come back to OBS like so, and if we click on cheeky wee settings, like here, then you can go to stream, and you just click here, and you delete that, and then you paste the next one, and then you can click apply. And now that one there is in it. You can click show, but I'm going to show it on the stream. So there we go. Now that stream key. So when I go live next time, it will be automatically in there. Okay, there we go. So we got that, which is looking awesome. And then you can switch between the low latency. And it shows you a little bit about them, does it? Maybe not. Okay, anyway, but low latency is... yeah, that's good for chat interactions. So we got that there. And anyway, now this here will show up as a cheeky wee event. So if we come here, we click refresh. Under these ones here, I think, it should show up. So we wait for these ones here. So we have these ones here. And then this one here will show up as up. Now, people will be able to see that. And sometimes people come on and like, hello, because they see that I have an upcoming event. So that there is indeed really helpful. So we've got that right there, which is awesome. And people can indeed see that. So if we come over here, and then we go to YouTube like so. And then we go like here, and we go like this. And, oh, there's super site. So click on that right there. And then we click on this right here. And just seeing if it comes up anywhere. Right right there? No, that's right here. So there we go. And people can set reminders and whatnot, and then click on it, and they can sort of say like hi and whatnot, and they can see exactly how long it's going to come. I think they could do that with the old one, but like I just think it's a cool thing. They can even like it in advance. So that there is indeed that wee cheeky feature. Which tab is it? Okay, there we go. This one here. Concurrent viewers. See, someone's already. Oh no, that was me. And so you got all that. You got all the analytics. So it's really cool how you can indeed have all those streams, and you can have the template to swap them over. Now you can click edit from here, and then there's a title and description and whatnot. All the basic stuff that you can edit from here, and you change your thumbnail. So that's all the sort of easy stuff to change. Now if there's more complex, and also that there you can copy that, which I often use to have the live likes and whatnot on my stream. And you can see the participants. You can toggle on the timestamps. You can't visit the channel, which is a bit of a pain. And then once you start up the stream, then it won't actually start it for them, but it will come to this spot right here, and then I have to press go live before it starts. Which the other one you just start it and it'll just go live, which it worked out fine. But this here is an even better way to control it and have it like streaming in advance, check that everything's all going right, and then do it. So there we go. We've got that, and then we can press settings like so. And then we've got like you see a few of the basic ones through here. This one here, you can manage who's moderator on your channel, which is really helpful if you have a decent amount of people in your stream. And then over here, you can click this here, and then this will take you to like a video like format where you can edit the different specific elements, like so. You can edit the tags, and see that it keeps the tags and everything, and you can edit the description, all that in advance. You can cover all that kind of stuff if you want to. Also, even see the analytics when it's live. It starts showing you live analytics of it, which is really, really helpful. So yeah, that there is indeed the old versus classic. So yeah, I mentioned the old features, which would be awesome if they moved to classic. Now they both have their pros and cons. I do love all those things about the old one. They are really cool. Unfortunately, with the old one though, it seems that you can only sort of like you can only have like 3 of them. Hey, we had 600 likes on the stream. That's awesome. Whereas with the new one, there's a whole heap of different things you can do, which is always very epic. But yeah. That there is indeed the comparison. I hope you enjoyed it. Do let me know in the comments what do you like about the old one? What do you like about the new one? What do you use it for? What are the features that really benefit you and the features that don't you? For example, the stream cuts or something. There's a way to do that, but I've never actually used that right here. This create highlights. I don't actually use that feature, but it's there on the stream. And then you can sort of see all the different things along here as well. Yeah, so we got all that, and we've got all this kind of stuff, and you can see those 3 there through that. But yeah, let me know, what do you think? What are your thoughts on the different old one versus new one? And then there's this here events, which there we go. We've got those ones all there, which is kind of like the new one, but this new one looks better than this, I reckon. But the new one has some things to improve on. But I know the YouTube team is working really hard. They've just implemented some new features to it recently, and yeah. I look forward to seeing how the streaming goes in the future with the new beta one. But yeah, good feature of the old one, good feature of the new one. Let me know in the comments. I do hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful. I did talk about a lot of like stuff that wasn't specifically comparing them, but yeah, hopefully it was still interesting. And yeah, that's gonna wrap up this video. So I tried to cover everything. I think I covered everything I really wanted to. And yeah, hope you have a wonderful, beautiful day, and I'll see you all soon, maybe for another video. Goodbye now.